I thought I'd pop on and share my May favourites with you. As we're at that time again, we're hoping to see some sunshine at some point before September. That would be really nice. But I will just get on to my current favourite products, or my products from the last month that I am still loving. First of all, two products from Crabtree and Evelyn. They are both hand related. They're from their Gardener's collection and I just love these. The first one is the Gardener's Hand Recovery. And this is really intriguing because it's like a 3-in-1. It is a cleanser and it's kind of a moisturiser, but it's also a scrub. I've seen a lot of kind of hand scrubs and things and they all seem like a really good idea, but a lot of the time I think they might be a little bit too harsh. So this is really intriguing. The first time I used this, my hands just felt absolutely baby soft. And it has tiny little kind of, it's not salt, but they're kind of like salt-like granules. They're a lot softer than that in it. And it's really lovely. What you do with it is you just use it on your hands like a normal hand wash, but instead of washing it off right away, you just kind of massage it in. It says for about 15 to 20 seconds and then rinse with warm water. Don't use any soap, obviously, because you don't need to do that. And it's phenomenal. And the thing that you can do with this, you can actually use this kind of every day. You don't have to kind of use it just like as a treatment. So you can use this every day and it'll give you the most amazingly soft hands. The next Crabtree and Evelyn product, as I said, from the Gardener's collection is the Scrub Cleanser. This is like a really posh hand wash, This stuff is lovely. It's actually green. If I can show you and get it on camera. Look at that. It's actually like pearlescent green. Isn't that fabulous? It smells very sweet. That's the thing that kind of surprised me about this. It's actually a really sweet smelling cleanser. Very odd, but very, very nice. It does have kind of like, you know, sage in it. It's kind of earthy, but the top note of it is very sweet, which was a little bit strange to begin with. I thought, I don't really, how strange. But it's lovely. This also has kind of exfoliating granules in it, but they're not as harsh or, you know, they're not as kind of heavy duty as the hand recovery. So this is just like an everyday, like, every time you wash your hands you'd use this. It's lovely, I really like it. I've kind of been spoiled now for any other type of hand wash. So yeah, I really like the Gardener's Therapy kind of line from Crabtree and Evelyn. I'm always a sinner for kind of neglecting my hands, but with these two products, keep them in the bathroom by the sink and there's absolutely no excuse. So I'll link them down below. I think they're fabulous. One skincare product. This I've had for a long time and I did a video on them when they first came out. They are the kind of Indeed Labs Wonder serums. This one is the Hydraluron. I've been using this a lot at night recently and I really do find that it works. I used to just use it on its own and I know that's not what you're supposed to do. You know, it does say quite clearly, even on the back of the little tube, you know, to be used underneath your other moisturiser, so I have been good. I finally thought, you know what, I'm not using these, so I will use it how they say that you're supposed to use it. So I've been putting this on, letting it kind of sink in, and then putting my other moisturiser on the top at night, and it's phenomenal. I've really noticed a difference in my skin. I also have Synoxin from the Indeed Labs range, and I love that as well. But this one I think is probably would appeal to more people because it gives just moisture from within. So I really like this, and it just goes to show they don't tell you to do these things just for the fun of it. You just actually really should sometimes follow the instructions, and you'll notice a huge difference. I love this. So that's Hydraluron. You can get that in Boots. One kind of multi-purpose product which I love, I keep this by the side of my bed, and this is the Bakewell Soap Company Multi-Purpose Pocket Balm in my Chang Citrus. I believe this came in the Love Me Beauty box a couple of months ago, and I adore this. I use this on my hands, it's amazing. You can use it on your lips, nails and the body, but I just use this on my hands and I think it's just gorgeous. It looks like this, and for anybody that knows what my Chang smells like, but then they have this citrusy bite to it and it's amazing. You do not need a lot either. I mean, I've used quite a bit of it, but you don't need a lot in order to get like the best bang for your buck. It's really lovely and it's not greasy. It soaks straight into the hands. It's really gorgeous, and if you've got particularly dry patches like your elbows or anything, or your shins, I would definitely recommend checking out the Bakewell Soap Company. Their address is bakewellsoap.co.uk. On to makeup. I've adored this palette for a long time, but I find myself reaching for it every day now that I wear makeup, and it is the Stila In The Know palette. This is their matte palette. If you remember, they came out with 4 of them. They're all cardboard and they're all different colours. I have them all, and this one I find myself reaching for every single day. It's amazing. If you don't own this, you need it. It's just phenomenal. These are the colours. There's everything. There's a highlighting shade, there are blending shades, there are shades for if you want to go like do a nice matte smoky eye. It's the most amazing palette, and I think it's just one of those palettes that probably gets overlooked, because it is all matte, and a lot of people go, what am I supposed to do with that? And there's nothing I can do with that every day, but yeah, trust me, I just use this palette every day. They're £25 and they're such a good investment because especially this one, you get so much bang for your buck because I use it for my highlight shade. Sometimes I use it all over the lid to make other colours that I put on top easier to blend, or sometimes I just use it all over the lid and leave it, but mostly I use it for my highlight shade and shades to kind of carve out my crease. It's an amazing palette, it's just phenomenal. So if you've overlooked this palette, go and have another look. An oldie but a goodie, I've definitely been shopping my stash for the last month. I haven't really tried any new products, but I think that's good, that's okay sometimes because I have so much that it never gets any love. So I think if I keep trying new products, I never get to actually fully appreciate the products that I already own. So this is one such product. This is the double-ended pencil from Decay. It has 0 on one end and Whisky on the other. This came with the original Naked palette, and I bought the original Naked palette when it had this in it, and then they replaced it with a brush, which was just rubbish in my opinion. But I was lucky enough to get one of the first ones that had the double-ended pencil in it. And I've been using Whisky, which is this brown shade. It's kind of like it's just a flat brown. And I've been using Whisky in my waterline. I have it in my waterline today, and it is so much more forgiving and softer than black. If you use a black in your waterline, it tends to be very, very severe, even if you're going for something like I have today that's just kind of simple, bronzy. So if you use a brown, a lot of the time I think people will think if you use a brown in your waterline, it'll make you look kind of bloodshot, but it doesn't. So I have it in my waterline today. I love this pencil, and I must have had this, I don't know when the original Naked palette came out, a very long time ago. Another Decay product which I have on my lips today over a Burberry lip mist. This is it's an oldie but a goodie once again. It's the Lip Junkie in Midnight Cowboy, I believe. And yeah, this is gorgeous. It's a plumping one, it's got silver and kind of goldy flecks in it. It's just like just a squeezy tube. And I think this is just gorgeous. And it just amps up any kind of meh lip colour and makes it amazing. If you don't like the minty kind of scent, you probably won't like these, but it doesn't sting or burn, so it's kind of the best of both worlds. Onto two kind of lifestyle-y random products. First of all, my Scentsy Warmer. I have done, once again, a whole review on Scentsy, so I didn't want to unplug it and bring it in here, but it's the little wax tart burner. I've done a whole video, I'll link it down below. And I will just show you the, what am I talking about? The wax melts that you get, that you can buy with Scentsy. They look like this. Let's put that over there. They look like this. And you get 80 hours burn time from one of these. They're £5. I will link the video, go and have a look if you're interested. If you're into home fragrance, this will just knock your socks off. I'm burning one at the moment. I'm burning, actually don't tell anyone. In my Scentsy burner at the moment, I am burning a Kringle Candle wax melt in Baby Dreams. Don't tell anyone. I feel like I'm dating outside the faith. You're not supposed to do that, are you? But anyway, they do work. If you have other wax melts, they will work in a Scentsy burner, but shh, don't tell anyone. So this is French Kiss, this one in particular. I haven't lit yet, obviously, but they last so long. And like, Scentsy has just become my favourite thing ever. And then my last and final favourite for the month of May, and another kind of random lifestyle product, but it's not really lifestyle, is it? These. These are the Foster's Radler. They are 2% alcohol, so they are pretty much low alcohol, but they are Foster's mixed with cloudy lemonade, and oh my god, I love these. Like, I absolutely love them. They are amazing. So if you are somebody that doesn't really drink, or if you're somebody that, you know, is going to like a social function or something, barbecue, whatever, but you still have to drive, you know, one of these really probably wouldn't hurt you, because they're 2% are like barely alcoholic, but they are so yummy. Like, they are so yummy. They're perfect for this time of year. I mean, not today, obviously, because it's peeing down with rain, but you know, if you just imagine if the weather's how it's supposed to be, nice and sunny, barbecue, take some of these. They're really cheap as well. You can get 4 in Asda for £2.50. You cannot argue with that. And there's something a little bit more exciting than just sitting there with a glass of cloudy lemonade. They're kind of a little bit more grown up, so you know, you won't feel left out if you do have to drive, because you're going to open one of these and they're glass and everything, so you kind of feel like if you did want to have a beer, you're still kind of having a beer, even though you're not really, because it's only 2%. But the Foster's Radler, they are amazing. I love them. They also do one with lime and ginger. I'm kind of intrigued by that. So those are my favourites for the last month of May. We are in June. Well, we're not in June yet. We are nearly in June, but I'm filming this in advance. We are nearly in June. It is raining. It's been raining all week. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it was helpful, and I will leave a list of all the products that I mentioned in my favourites down below in the description box as always. So if you missed anything, it'll be down there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye everyone.